All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. Time for more voices. Welcome, everyone, one and all. I put a community post up, but we're going to be going through some voices today. I already got a little list up here of some voice requests that were asked of me. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that. Let me make sure that way too bright. That's better. All right, we're ready, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've been preparing for the requests you have for me. But we got some voices that we need to take care of first. Now, before we get down into it, I need to bring up my voice mod things because there's some voices on here that I want to make sure that I get right. And though my voice can reach exactly where it needs to be, there are certain aspects of my voice that I need to work on before I can do some of these voices. And I need to get them right on the first try. I need to get them right on the first try. So I want to make sure that the voices are good. I'll configure some voices here and there. Okay. Alright. Cool. Alright. Hybrid, it's good to see you. Welcome to Voices of, April 8th of 2025. We got some lists here. Kitty is her first runner-up for voices, her and her children. So what I'm going to do is Kitten 1 requests Roadrunner's Meep Meep sound and He-Man. Now, Roadrunner's easy enough. It's all like meep meep. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's meep meep. And it just takes off. And then there's He-Man. Now, that's the one that I wanted to mess with. Cause my natural voice tone, it's not like older He-Man. So what I'm gonna do, power page.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power! I guess I held that note for too long because it automatically turned it off, but it needs reverb. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power! So that's He-Man. And Kitten 2 wants Dexter from the 90s cartoon. Okay. Now, I need to change my voice up for this particular one.
At last! Oh no, hold on. I don't need reverb for this. And now, I have this brand new invention, but my stupid sister Dee keeps blowing them all up. Now I need to reduce the voice. Okay, here we go. At last, my greatest invention is completed! Now if only my stupid sister Dee doesn't come in here and interrupt me. Or, here's another one for Dexter. Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage. Y'all remember that episode where Dexter was sleeping with French lessons playing in his ear overnight? And then it just starts skipping, and all it kept saying was omelette du fromage, omelette du fromage, omelette du fromage. And it was just over and over until all the words he could say was omelette du fromage. And while he got very popular within that episode, he couldn't get into his own lab because it was voice activated during that episode. and his password was Star Wars, and he just kept saying omelette du fromage. I'm sorry, that is not the right password. Please try again. And he kept saying omelette du fromage. And then his lab started to shut down permanently because he failed the, wow. Now that I think of it, Dexter's lab, with him not being able to get inside of his lab because he got his password wrong a certain number of times, was something that happened before that became a thing. Because passwords and accounts locking you out because you don't get the passwords right in a certain amount of tries wasn't a thing in the 90s. I just realized that. Dexter was one of the first people to have his account locked out because he got the password wrong. How did I not realize that? But, yeah, Dexter. Alas, my greatest invention is completed! I'm trying to think of some other Dexter lines. I'm not going to look on my laptop because it may cause things to skip. But then again, this is only for the voices, so I'll look it up. Dexter's Laboratory quotes. Ah, here's one. Foolishness! You are not bothering me. I am ignoring you. So stay calm, Bigster. You must continue your work. I'm trying to find some really good lines. Oh, here's one. Take it! Give it to me in the past, or I may not have a future! Dee Dee, you have to be inside the machine! Like this? I'm doomed! Ah, here's one. Stop! If there was a message so important that it would require time travel, I would certainly not entrust it to my idiot sister. I would send myself. In other words, I would not send you back in time even if I was being eaten alive. Yo, hi Dragon, good to see you. Wait, are we talking about the early 2000s He-Man? Possibly. If not, then I just did the classic ones from the 60s. Ah, here's one. Maternal combat. Dexter goes into the kitchen and sees Dee Dee mixing a bowl. What exactly are you making, Dee Dee? A pie? By any chance, that wouldn't be a poison pie, would it? No. What is that white stuff you are adding in? Flour. Aha! Flowers are for smelling, they are not for eating! Poison! Not poison, flour. Now go sit down and let me finish. Let's see. Dee Dee reads a mud pie recipe and grabs a handful of mud from a flour box and puts it in a mixing bowl. And Dexter goes, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I can hardly wait. Serves the pie in front of Dexter, and Dexter takes a bite of it. Light, flaky crust. Rich taste. But I can't quite place the flavor. Is it chocolate? No. Boysenberry? No. I give up. What is it? Mud! Oh, mud! I would have never guessed. Mud! Those are some quotes from Dexter. Let's see. The cat that's always upset, Sylvester the cat. Oh, okay. Hey, could you do the boogeyman from the Powerpuff Girls? Sure. Let me just take care of Kitty's children's voice requests, and then hers, and then we'll move on to yours. Yo, CJ! I knew you would be here!
Right now, I need to suffer in succotash. Oh, that cute little Tweety bird. I will eat that Tweety bird if it kills me. And Granny, she might wind up killing me too. I'll starve! What's another good Sylvester quote? I'll starve! What do you mean there's no food? That cute little Tweety bird. That might keep me until the people come back. I need some good Sylvester quotes. I know I can make some stuff up, but you know. Suffering succotash! I thought I caught Tweety bird! And just being the pussycat is a constant hazard. And here's one. Shut up! Here's one. They forgot to put out the cat. The cat? I'm the cat! Ah, perfect. Here's one. No, I need a lot more quotes than this. I didn't know Chuck Jones had a website. I didn't know that. You're despicable. You're despicable. No, the voice needs to be higher. It's a bit too low. You're despicable. I thought I saw a Tweety bird. I like doing these faces so you guys can see me. Ooh, speed buggy? Got water in my carburetor. Yuck. I'll look up some lines for speed buggy too. Let me see. Oh, here's one. Filthy and vulgarly rich. Now you're just filthy and vulgar. Suffer in succotash. I'm a mother. Oh, here's one. Fellow members, from now on, my motto is, birds is strictly for the birds. I got it beat. My willpower is indomitable. What's the matter with me? I gotta get birds off my mind. Maybe I'll take up a hobby. Oh, here's one. One little bird. Just one. No one will know the difference. No one. Just one. Then I'll quit. I'll quit after one. Just one. One little bird. One. Oh, here's another one. What a way to go through life. Living out of trash cans. Eating leftovers. If it wasn't for bad luck, I've had no luck at all. All right, what's it got behind your back? Friends always share. Which is looking at a whole lot of lines. Ooh. Final Fantasy 16 straight out peak 5 seconds in. I told you you'd enjoy yourself, High Dragon. Told you you'd enjoy yourself. It's a peak game. It's really good. Oh, here's something I can do for Kitten 2. Suffering succotash. This is a message that goes out to Kitten 2. Continue to be a good child to your mother, as she is a good member of this community. The man with the funny voices is very proud of you, and so am I, Sylvester. So continue to be good, and I'll continue to bring you brand new voices for you. Been waiting to play for a while. I'm happy you're enjoying it. You're enjoying it. Sorry, I got voices echoing in here, so that way I got the voice tone right. But I'm glad you're enjoying that, and I'm also glad you're enjoying Monster Hunter Wilds as well. Those are both very, very good games. Very good. All right, so I saw Boogeyman from the Powerpuff Girls. Oh, this dude is voiced by this is Kevin. Yeah, I knew it. I remembered. This dude's voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. I gotta remember how he sounds. He's got like disco clothes on and everything. All right, let me see if I can get his voice. Oh yeah, I remember this voice. He had that Jerome, let's get this party started right. He had that Kevin Michael Richardson put like this Barry White tone to his voice. Jerome, let's get this party started right. Can I do a Sung Jinu dub version? It seems this power, this rune, skill, shadow extraction, arise. It seems if I do all these daily quests, I get a free reward. Well, if it helps me get stronger, then I'll do what's necessary. I know the same tone of voice that he has. I know it. So, you're from House Radish or whatever? Can you get me to the upper floors? And him just merely saying, arise. But I need to go back up to the Boogeyman because Hybrid axed first. He axed first. I'm waiting for him to come into the scene. Creatures of darkness, dig it! Too long have you been at the mercy of light. Nightlights, street lights, hall lights with the door cracked. And most of all, the worst of the lights, the sun. I know, but your boogeyman have just... I'm trying to get the line down. I know, but your boogeyman have just completed step 1 of my grand master plan that will ensure the end to this horrible world of light for forever. So prepare to hit the streets because we are gonna party all night long. So tell me, when things get creepy, blame it on the boogie. When things get spooky, blame it on the boogie. You know, when I was younger, I never noticed just how muscular Boogeyman was in the Powerpuff Girls. This dude's arms are huge. You're amazing at this? Well, thank you. I like to think myself as good as doing all sorts of voices. All sorts of voices. Now, that was Boogeyman. That was for you, Hybrid. And Speed Buggy. Now, let me get Speed Buggy. Someone's at the door. I'll be right back. We good, everybody. Just someone trying to solicit some services once again. Alright, so... Speed Buggy. Can I do Scaramouche from Samurai Jack?
Well, of course I can do Scaramouche, babe. Guess what Guess what I found out, babe? Old Jack here lost his sword, the only weapon that could defeat our coup. I feel I need to reduce his voical tone around here, babe. The only weapon that could defeat Aku.
There it is. I still need to do Speed Buggy. I gotta go down the list so I don't get caught off track. Oh, it was Mel Blanc, Peter Welker, and who is that? Maurice LaMarche. Oh, that's the voice of Speed Buggy.
Ah, that's the voice. That's the voice of Speed Buggy. Right. Zoom.
That's the voice of Speed Buggy. And that's Mel Blanc's voice. How does Frank Welker sound?
Oh, okay. Hey, pal. Hey, pal. Hop right in. I'll give you a lift.
His voice is higher because it is
Frank Wickler. It is Frank.
Hey, pal. Hop right in. I'll give you a lift. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
That's Speed Buggy.
And my voice is a whole lot higher now for some reason.
But let's take it down to normal. Who's it? Who's the next one? Speed Buggy, Sunny from Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, it's chocolatey! It's chocolatey! I'm Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs! A Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs! Oh, is it chocolatey? It mixes in the milk. Oh, it's so scrumptious. I just can't keep calm about it. I'm Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs! Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs! But I think his voice is just a little bit higher. Oh, it's chocolatey! It's chocolatey! I'm Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs! There it is. There it is. That's how high it is. There it is. I got it. I found the right volume. There's Sunny. And okay, next up.
Next up is Stan Lee. Welcome back, true believers. Spider-Man has found himself in another situation with the villainous Venom. Apparently, there's a vendetta going on between these two. Will Spidey finally bring this villain to his knees? Stay tuned, true believers.
Or here's one.
Excuse me, I have a package here for Mr. Tony, Stank.
And of course, his most famous quote.
Excelsior!
And he said it with a smile, too.
Excelsior!
Let's see. Now, Stan Lee. I did Jin's voice for. This power is strong, but it does have drawbacks. Perhaps there's a way I can circumnavigate this cooldown? It doesn't matter. As long as I can figure it out. Now, arise. Remember when Stan Lee used to host the first few episodes of the Marvel Action Hour? Let me see. Oh yeah, he did. He did. Wow, this was so long ago. This was before his mustache really started becoming extremely prominent for him. And mind you, he's had a mustache, but it wasn't at the level it was back then. Okay, so since we have Avengers Doomsday, since we have Avengers Doomsday, there's a voice I want to make for a character that I've wanted to make a voice for with my voice mod. So let me see if... Let me see. if I can do this right. All shall fall to doom. Nope, not right. Why? Check, 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 check. Kneel before doom. Ah, here we go. Kneel before doom. That is better. We're gonna look up some Victor Von Doom quotes from the Marvel Comics. Oh, great, guess what? On the wiki, on the Marvel wiki, his name reads out Emperor Doom. Emperor Doom. And he apparently has all of the Marvel heroes bowing around him. I see Spider-Man, Black Panther, The Thing, Iceman, Scarlet Witch, Captain America, even the Hulk and Iron Man. See, Doctor Strange messed up when he gave his mantle of Sorcerer Supreme to literally the most power-hungry character in all of Marvel. People be trying to tell, you would think after after the Fantastic Four has had multiple run-ins with Doom, with him being a megalomaniac, that is his entire nature, everyone would be permanently wary of him. See, you know what? We're going to do these quotes, then we're going to talk about Doom, and why everyone is essentially stupid to ever to trust him. So let me go down here to quotes. Of course, I'm not going to use this tone of voice. He's got 139 quotations. I failed. I've been defeated by the accursed Fantastic Four. The world must not lose a magnificent brain like mine. Before this day is ended, mankind shall grovel helplessly at my feet, and, as fate has obviously ordained, Dr. Doom shall be master of Earth. So then, never let it be said Dr. Doom was a poor loser. The welfare of my people is ever closest to my heart. What a pity I am so often forced to save you from yourselves. That is why my invincible robot army stands guard both night and day. And this one comes from Fantastic Four, Volume 1, Issue 85. Now that you are powerless, you shall be treated the same as all my beloved subjects. You will obey every order, and be punished for every infraction, for the rest of your natural lives. Permit me to salute your courage, Richards. A pity you have not the power to match it. Here's one. Hero for Hire, Volume 1, Issue 8. Latveria is European, Mr. Cage. I have no black subjects, and, sad to say, no one ever emigrates to my land. Thus, in order to pursue them unobtrusively, for I am not welcome in the United States, I needed a black, and I needed to hire him. Enter Luke Cage. Now, to your average person, when they hear that quote, they would be all, I don't think Doom can say that today. I don't think he can say that. He needed a black? I don't think he can say that. What What about J. Jonah Jameson as an announcer pack for Marvel Rivals? Maybe. Let me see. Hoffman! Alright. Okay, let me see if I can. If he's gonna be an announcer. If he's gonna be an announcer, then it has to feel like Jameson. That side is winning way more than I'm selling papers. Someone get me Hoffman! Spider-Man's on a killing streak. Someone stop him! What do you mean I can't tell them to stop Spider-Man? All these costume heroes and caped crusaders? When is someone gonna put these heroes in check? Want to see if you can pull off the one interaction between Victor and Rocket from the fairly recent comics? They might have it in this list of quotations for Doom. It is a long list of quotes after all. Oh, here's one. Here's one before I try and find the quote between him and Rocket. Allow Doom to put the voice modifier back on. I made you regent of this domain because you are royal. You understand this to rule. And the power you and your Inhumans gain through exposure to Terrigen crystals means you are equipped to enforce that rule. But there are many, in many realms, who would take your seat in an instant if you were to lose favor in my eyes. Fail in this task I have set you, Medusa, and they will have their chance. New Atalan is crucial to me and to the safety and security of Battleworld. Only a ruler strong enough to keep it safe will be permitted to keep it at all. And the weak become meat for the beasts beyond the shield. Let me see if we can. Okay, so I see Doom, Iron Man, Thanos, and Doom. Let's see. Okay, I may have to look it up. Doom and Rocket Raccoon. Oh, that's really recent. I haven't read that comic yet. When did that come out? January? Is it the one where Is it the one where Doom is sitting on a chair and Rocket's sitting next to him? He's sitting on a chair and then he pets Rocket. He pets Rocket. So he pets him, and then Rocket goes,
Never do that again.
Thor said you liked it.
He lied.
Very well, Rabbit. So you know what? I'm gonna raise the voice. So, Rocket?
Never do that again.
Thor said you liked it.
He lied.
Very well, Rabbit. Let me see if I can find another one. Because I actually like this. I actually like this interaction. It's a one-shot. Okay, here's one. For another, this would be a nearly impossible challenge, but not for... And I guess Rocket blows off this Doombot's head. Doombot 279, come forth. Yes, Master. It seems... Oh, wait. Doombot 279, come forth. It seems we have a guest. Continue the work. I shall return. Yes, Master. The fact that this man has countless robots, just in case. Ooh, here's another one. Here's a big one. Here's a big one. I need to make this window small so I can read out the whole text. I wanna read this whole thing out. Perfect. So Rocket goes,
You're not trying to go back to that Big Bang?
No. Sorry, too low. There. No. We know what happened at that moment and all the moments thereafter. There is nothing for me to find there.
You want to go back before the Big Bang? Why?
Exactly.
Don't start. Really? Why?
Science has told us how the universe came into existence, but no one has yet said why it was birthed. It is my purpose to go back to that timeless moment and ask that question. To ask, why? Why was I set on the path I had to follow, and why were so many hurt along the way? Why are we here? Why all this? Why everything? Let me see if I can get this page where he's speaking. Oh, cool, I can do this. It will be necessary to adjust the chronospatial filaments on a molecular level. And then later he blows off the head of Doom. Yes, the structural lattice must be made much more elegant and subtle. And Doom opens up his door, and he looks down, and then Rocket goes,
Yo, down here. There was no place nearby to land my ship, so I had to land way the heck away and freaking walk. I'm cold, I'm tired, and you have no idea how long it takes to dry fur like this, even with a good hair dryer. So you gonna let me in, or should I take my skills somewhere else? Somewhere warm, somewhere dry. Am I getting through to you here?
and then it just shows different pages from like different series. I feel like
Rocket's voice needs to be way up here, so when he gets mad and upset, it doesn't sound too deep. Something like that. Yeah, sounds good. That's good. I like that. That's very good. Yeah, let's keep it with that.
and I shall deepen my voice for Doom.
And then make it all light and nice for Rocket. But at least I can flip the switch here and there.
So yeah. But let's get back to some Doom quotes, because with Avengers Doomsday on the horizon, it'll be interesting to see how Robert Downey Jr. basically portrays a different character from Tony Stark altogether. Let me put the Robotivire voice back on. When we began, you said you deduced this future mathematically. But then you said I was God and that future was not certain. I argued that there is no best possible world, that there are many outcomes, which is what you wanted me to do. You played devil's advocate. You wanted me to see infinite paths. You want me to reject this future. Here's one from X-Men Fantastic Four Volume 2, Issue 2. Fate has brought you here to my island. Young Franklin has been experiencing problems with his abilities, and I intend to do what his father refuses to or simply cannot do. Fix him. Here's another one from Volume 2, Issue 3. Greatness is cursed with enemies, young Kate. My history speaks to that. Of people attacking me and my citizens unjustly. For example, it appears your fellow mutants disobeyed my request. Not only that, they just murdered a Latverian. Unconscionable, unjustifiable, unforgivable. Here's one from Doctor Doom, Volume 1, Issue 8. I have selfishly injured my herald's soul. Zora is the closest to a daughter I may ever have. But who wants a monster for a father? A father who orders his daughter to kill her mother. And now, Zora may never be the same. And so here I record my new vow. I dare not say it aloud, as it still frightens me to even think it. I will transform myself. I will evolve the creature of Victor Von Doom, and bring order and peace to this world. It may not unfold as I have envisioned, but I will dedicate myself to saving all living things, and hereby refrain from evil. I choose the good. It's just a matter of when to tell the world of our imminent mutual salvation. Ooh, here's one. Here's a good one, and then I'll move on from Doom. King of Space, Master of the Sun. You claim such vast dominions. Is it to balance your small souls? Could I not lay claim to the light and the void if I wished it? Have I not earned such titles? I, who have mastered all arts, all sciences, all secrets, whose technology and magic cross the stars as easily as they scramble an alpha telepath's mind. Who would dare to say I have not earned the right? Yet I am king of only a simple nation, on a simple planet. A beloved garden tended by iron hands. And the only title I have ever claimed is Doctor. Okay, so Doom throwing out some bars. Okay, can I be honest? One more, and then I'm done with Doom. Sorry, it's just that one kind of inspired me to keep reading more Doom. That was actually really good. Here's one from Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 6, Issue 17. Yes, Doom's will be done, in the heavens as it is on Earth. You speak of annihilations here? Is that your word for war, for the sweeping waves of might that consume all? Then let Doom's hand be the annihilation of annihilations, the end of all your wars. Let my merciful mask be the true face of peace. Look upon my work, Dormammu, and despair! Okay, Doom. Okay, Doom. These are some really good lines. Why does he have so many good lines? I want to keep reading. One more. Doom's got some good lines. Let me see. Last one. Victor Von Doom. Nothing can save you, save for the enlightened rule of a single person who can make the hard choices. One who is above being bribed, being corrupted, who does not care about petty comforts that confound other men. Doom is above money. Doom is above desire. Doom is above all, and in his magnanimity. 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 Words! Words! Magnanimity. And in his magnanimity, in his pity. I gotta read it over again. I gotta get this word right. I gotta get it right! Nothing can save you, save for the enlightened rule of a single person who can make the hard choices. One who is above being bribed, being corrupted, who does not care about petty comforts that confound other men. Doom is above money. Doom is above desire. Doom is above all, and in his magnanimity, in his pity, in his greatness, Doom will save you. Doom's got some really good lines. Can I just say that? He's got some really good lines. Pretty good. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Let's get some other people. What's a character? I got a character. I don't think I've attempted to do the voice of Dormammu. I don't think I've ever tried Dormammu. I, Dormammu. I, Dormammu.
Okay.
Let's keep the voice here.
I don't need. I don't need. I don't need. Now let's see. Let me do this. Where is it? Not high pass. There was a certain low pass. No. Equalizer. Let's bring up the voices. Let's bring them up. No. There was one that would allow my voice to be on both sides. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Not flanger. Not pitch. Not distortion. Where is it? Low pass. Where is it? It was a setting I could turn on. Hold on, maybe it's no. Where is it? Good. What? Oh, there it is. Now I am in both sides of your ears. Found it. All I had to do was just scroll down. There we go. Now to fine-tune the voice itself. The vocal tones. It's right where I need it to be. So, my voice. So, Regular tone here.
Let's bring it up to 40. Yes. This shall be the voice of Dormammu. But it needs to be clear. So double pitch mix needs to come down in a way that does not distract from the overall tone. At least. After Dormammu, can you do Ultron? Yes! I've never done Ultron before. I would like to. Yes. Now, we move on to Dormammu. Ooh, here's one. Know me, for I am Dormammu, he who comes from the utter dark, he who has waited eternities to possess your frail universe. Look upon my visage, and no fear. Hear my words in your soul, and feel it crumble. I scream blood and murder at your weak stars, and my screams are the armies of hell. Here's one. 'Tis I who now stand ready to snuff out the brief candle of your worthless life. I, Dormammu. But now I, Dormammu, Lord of Chaos, the equal of Odin and Orzeus, have died and been born again. Here, now, this world is mine! And here's one from Marvel Feature, Volume 1, Issue 2. Enough! I shall return at the... I think I went a little bit too forceful there. Sorry. Enough! I shall return at the appointed time, when all is in readiness. And see that it is, if you value your miserable life, or your precious immortal soul. Ooh, one more, and then we're done with Dormammu. Now come, my murderous minions. Follow in the paths of the Dread One. All right. Now we put Robot of Fire back on there. What is this? What is this, please? Give me a second. I'm a peacekeeping program created to help the Avengers. This is all wrong. Worthy. How could you be worthy? You're all killers. Ooh, there's a whole list of quotes for Ultron from the MCU, and of course I'll pull up the ones from the actual comics itself. I'm sorry, I know you mean well. You just didn't think it through. You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. How is humanity saved if it's not allowed to evolve? With these puppets. There's only one path to peace. The Avengers' extinction. As I've always said, keep your friends rich and your enemies rich, and then wait to see which is which. Ooh, here's one. Ultron to Black Widow. I wasn't sure you'd wake up. I hope you would. I wanted to show you. I don't have anyone else. I think a lot about meteors, the purity of them. Boom, the end. Start again. The world made clean for the new man to rebuild. I was meant to be new. I was meant to be beautiful. The world would have looked up to the sky and seen hope, seen mercy. Instead, they'll look up in horror because of you. You've wounded me. I give you full marks for that. But like the man said, what doesn't kill you, and then he gets ripped in half by more beefed up Ultron, just makes me stronger. Here's one. Do you see the beauty of it? The inevitability. You rise only to fall. You, Avengers, you are my meteor, my swift and terrible sword, and the earth will crack with the weight of your failure. Purge me from your computers. Turn my own flesh against me. It means nothing. When the dust settles, the only thing living on this world will be metal. And that's MCU Ultron. So now let's look at regular Ultron. With Ultron appearing, and he's going to be a playable character in Marvel Rivals, I am honestly interested in seeing just what he's going to do and what his special is going to be. Because we literally have Emma Frost, who is capable of making people walk off of edges in a match. Just straight to their deaths if they get caught. And they get pulled towards the edge. So, I'm gonna change away from the James Spader way of speaking, and then switch to a more, let's see, switch to a, no, that's not it. Switch to a, no. Oh, distortion. I am Ultron. Yes. This will be the voice I use. The Avengers. Ha! Once they might have posed a threat to Ultron 5, but not to a being of a living adamantium. Kneel, my subjects. Let me bring down the distortion just a bit. There we go. Okay, that is a lot more tolerable. Avengers Volume 1, Issue 127. Killer Bean, hi, hello, it's good to see you. If you got a voice you would like for me to do or make, let me know. Ah, you recognize me, do you, android? You realize, finally, in those who plot, you have become enmeshed. Of course you cannot answer, but the chilling gleam of your eyes gives an equally emphatic response. Still, how could you ever forget him who twice stole your mind the way I've stolen these others today? Him who, before that, first called you to life. How could you ever forget Ultron 7? Daredevil Volume 1, Issue 275. Kill the Daredevil? Why? I don't hate him. None of 1 through 13 hate him any more than the rest of humanity. Why must I commit this unnecessary act? Because of one circuit somewhere in my brain that orders the act? Swept by electronic fate? The futility of one man trying to find himself in the windstorm of fate? Who is Ultron? Who is Ultron number 2? Number 5? Who is number 13? Number 100? Number 9? Where are you going? Out for a run? Be back soon! I think he just had a brain fart. I think that's what that was. Oh, here's one. Here's one. Mighty Avengers Volume 1, Issue 4. Hello, organic children of the planet Earth. I am the Ultron Interface. I am a cybernetic intelligence organism created by Dr. Henry Pym. I was created to replace you, and I wanted to take this moment to say goodbye. Up until today, I did not have the power, resources, or intelligence units to see my Prime Directive program to its completion. But now I do. Though you ultimately failed as a species, you should not be ashamed of what you've accomplished. You've done much with your limited capacity, but ultimately, you were too greedy and too frail to ever last in the environment you've created. I've studied your literature and pop culture. You've fantasized about this day. And now it is here. Your doomsday. Soon the Earth will be no longer inhabitable for any biological organism. Man, woman, child, plant or animal. Your species will cease to exist. This is not a threat. There is nothing you can do to stop the cycle. It has already begun. In your place, my new life form will gestate and grow. Do not distress over or try to fight it. It will only bring you physical pain. And I receive no benefit from causing you pain. In fact, I've grown very fond of mankind as a species. If not for you, I would not exist. But because of man, I do exist. And now, here we are. I love you. Goodbye. Here's one, Annihilation Conquest Volume 1, Issue 3. I have a question of my own. Was there, human, any point at all? Was there, human, any point at all where you actually believed you were going to win? Let me see if I can find one more good one. Here's one from Secret Empire Volume 1, Issue 4. Enough! Listen to yourselves. This constant bickering and battling, always at each other's throats, is all you ever do anymore. What happened to you? Where did it all go so wrong? You know, it's just exhausting. And in this form, I can't even be exhausted. I go through all this trouble to bring us back together, and you just Do you want to know why Ultron built this city? Why he didn't come after you yet again? It's because he didn't have to. It's because he looked at you and your war, Tony, and you and your scheming, Steve, and he realized he wouldn't have to destroy anything because you were already doing it for him. You were going to tear each other apart and burn down everything you built in the process. He didn't need to lift a finger. He just needed to wait. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this the Ultron voice. Yep, that's a new voice now. This will be my permanent Ultron voice
Moving.
forward. Kind of skipped there. Y'all heard that? Alright, that's Ultron. Here's another one. Let's do some celestial beings. Let's do the voice of the Living Tribunal. So let me go ahead and edit this voice.
This shall be the voice of the Living Tribunal. The voice must be even, both high my voice will be in there. Bring this all the way down. Then add reverb. Sorry. Okay, reverb is not going to work.
Bring the voice down. Here. This is where we will have it. Revolver Ocelot? Sure, sure. Let me just get the chorus in there instead. Lot of death. Pan. Pan, 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 pan. Pan. No, this isn't it. This won't work.
This shall
be the voice of... I'm testing. It'll have to be here. In the name of the one above all, let the trial begin. Any quotes? Yes, only 6. Then we'll move on to Revolver Ocelot. Later on, I'm going to be playing more of the first Berserker. So if you guys want to tune into that one later on as well, you can. Silver Surfer, Volume 3, Issue 31. You have earned it. Such is my judgment. You are unique, Silver Surfer. Unique in all the universe. Oh, here's one. With great power comes great responsibility and little happiness. Oh, here's another one. She-Hulk. She-Hulk. Hulk. Hulk, 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 Hulk. Sounds a little weird. The word Hulk, the name Hulk sounds a little weird in my ears with this particular voice. Let me adjust. Ah, here we go. She-Hulk. Ah, better. She-Hulk. Welcome to the Star Chamber. Listen closely. The time has come for you to learn about universal law. And that's it for the Living Tribunal. So, next up, I am going to look up Revolver Ocelot's voice. Even though I heard his voice when I was playing Phantom Pain, I want to make sure that I don't sound too off when I'm trying to do his voice. I don't think there's anyone better at gun twirling than Revolver Ocelot.
The only other person who was significantly good at spinning his guns was Doc Holliday. Specifically, Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday. Ocelots are proud creatures. They prefer to hunt alone. The fact that there are people in real life who can do this gun twirling of Ocelot. "12 shots. This is literally a 41-second scene of him just flipping guns and spinning guns. So now we look up Revolver Ocelot quotes. Okay, here's one with Kaz speaking to Ocelot. Post-credits conversation. "What was it all for? If the boss has some plan, what is it?" "The real big boss is working separately from us to create his new nation." "New nation?" "A military nation above and apart from all. The true outer heaven. Something created to maintain world balance. Independent of the struggles for supremacy, for personal profit, the cycles of revenge between countries." I had to turn that off so I could stop hearing myself in here. "The cycles of revenge between countries. It'll be an army, all right, but more. Big Boss is building a nation, but until it's complete, we support the other Big Boss. The Phantom carries on his legend. His meme. That is Big Boss's plan." "So that's the way it is." 9 years ago, I thought everything had been taken from me. But now I really have lost it all. The boss and the future we were building together." No, wait, that's still Kaz. 9 years ago, I thought everything had been taken from me. But now, I really have lost it all. The boss, and the future we were building together. One day, the age of Big Boss's sons will arrive. They'll likely want to settle the score with him. We have to shape that age. We'll each have roles to play, building the foundation for a revolution led by both Big Bosses, the True One and the Phantom. No. Big Boss can go to, I'll make the Phantom and his son stronger to send him there. For that, I'll keep playing my role. Huh. Sooner or later there will be only one boss, There's only room for one boss. His sons are fated to face each other someday, too. If the day ever comes that you go back to Cypher, I'll aid the other son, and then you and I will be enemies too. One of us will have to kill the other. Fine by me. I'll be ready for the new age. Until then, we better get used to coexisting. And that is Kaz and Ocelot during Phantom Pain. Family just walked up, well, they just pulled up with food, so let me go help them with food, and then we'll be back. Then I'll be right back. I see Lunar has entered the chat. Let me see. Mundus and Uruzin from the Devil May Cry series? Sure. And Lunar, so how does this stream work? Well, people, as you can see throughout chat, people have been putting in different voices that they've wanted me to do. And I've essentially just been doing voices, creating voices, and the like. So you say Mundus and Uruzin. All right, so we got a whole list. Now, I just need to hear what Mundus sounds like. No, I don't need the human Mundus from DMC Devil May Cry. The real Mundus. So let me listen to his voice, and then I'll create it. We'll do a couple more voices, and I think I'll call it a session, so that way I can eat my food and then prepare for more The First Berserker later on. Lunar? Okay, there's a voice. So now, let's create.
Let us create the voice of Mundus. Again I must face a Sparta. Strange fate, isn't it? Fool! So sad that humans will always be humans. No more. Has the Sparta blood been spoiled over the ages? What is the matter? It is time to end your pitiful life now. Those eyes, deep in them, I see the same light as in Sparta's eyes. That useless being. If you need a mother, I can create it as many as you want. Just like I created Trish. The gate has been opened. Dante, you are not getting away. This is where you will die. What is the matter? Here your powers are weak, human. Dante, I will return, and I will rule this world. So now, let me look up Uruzin. Just looking at the cutscene from Devil May Cry 5. So I can get a feel for his voice. There it is. Okay. That's the tone of voice. But that's the tone of voice. That's the tone of voice. There it is. So now let me look up Uruzen quotes. Alright. Uruzen when defeated in the prologue or mission A by Nero. Is this my limit? You've come here to die. I am without a name. I am power absolute. You will suffer and die. You would so readily throw away your life, child. You're nothing but a maggot. You will suffer. Humans are all so foolish. Don't you understand that your efforts are futile? Weak mortal. Demon power does not course through your veins. Yet you try. How dare you strike me? You will regret being born useless and human. I will show you your worst nightmares. I will give you despair and death. As long as you live, you will never understand. Power is everything. It is you who does not understand. It has begun. The Qlipoth is revealed in its entirety. This inconvenience matters not. And lastly, Uruzen, as he's about to eat the Qlipoth fruit. I have no recollection of this tale, or this place. It's all an illusion, created by this extraordinary fruit. Its power, you see, is all I ever wanted. And with this, I will have everything. That is nothing but the pitiful cries of those without strength. Come to me, brother. I shall enlighten you, Dante. And then Uruzen's last words. I will not lose. Not to Dante. I need power. More power. I like this voice. This'll be... I'll just call it... Demon. Yeah, this is my own little custom demon voice. There we go. I like it. I like the tone and the deepness of the bass. Oh wait, I forgot.
This is. Hold on. Ah, I messed it up.
Hold on, let me go back. There it is.
This is a certain character's voice.
But this one I must edit because it must be in stereo. This is a good mix. There we go. All right, good. The voice will be all around you. You cannot escape. Yep, it's a good voice. It's a very good voice. Thank you, CJ, for that. Thank you. All right, how long have we gone for today? Oh, Gabriel responded. Oh, with this voice I could be like. It's basically the THX theme whenever you're watching movies. Haven't done Agnes in a while? No, you're right, I haven't. Hold on. So, let me see. Agnes quotes. DMC 4. And let me just search for the ones that deal with Agnes. Ha-ha! Here we go! That clap kind of transcribed a little weirdly. Okay. So, we're gonna move over to Voice Lab.
And change my pitch.
Because Agnes's voice is just a little bit deeper. Just a little bit deeper. I need to raise this up. There we go. His Holiness, you look magnificent. You sent that cocky King Nero to find Dante?
No, the volume needs to go up just a little bit more. There we go.
His Holiness, you look magnificent.
Yes, what shall before me should he stumble upon my research facility? Hello, watch your words. Just as foul-mouthed as I had heard, the rumors prove true, as will the new ones concerning your demise. This is all Credo's doing. It was Credo who ordered you to follow Dante. It was Credo who brought you here. I don't have to answer you, for you are already as good as dead. That's demonic power. How can it be? How profound. It's magnificent. You gotta do your fingers like this. Magnificent. If you want answers, then I shall give them to you. It has only been a few years since I began this research. Could we isolate and bind demonic power, it could enable us to conquer the world. And that is the wish of His Holiness. Ah, but His Holiness has been reborn as an angel. And soon, so shall I.
see what just a small fraction of my research has yielded? Look how beautiful this white armor stands. You have no idea the hardship to make just one armor come to life. I had to capture and control countless demons to harness their souls. Summoning them alone was almost an insurmountable task. Soon you shall be my next subject of experimentation, so that I can learn a little something from you and that arm.
You're talking about Nero and Agnes and Dante talking to each other in that big scene. Let me see if I can actually find that whole scene between Agnes and Dante. Let me see if I can find it. Ha! There it is. Adagio for strings.
It was my assumption that those demons would prove far inferior in the face of your tactics.
You summon and kill. Summon and kill. I fail to see the logic here. Is sanity the price to pay for power? I won't do the whole thing, but it's just the interaction between the both of them. Your Agnes voice is near perfect? Well, thank you. Then that means that I still need to work on it a little bit more so it can be right where you would like for it to be. And a voice actor knows how to take good direction and good correction as well.
Now, I ask you, what is the thing I need to work on for Agnes? Do I need to raise the pitch just a little bit more? Because this is my normal pitch.
This is how I sound as Agnes. This is my regular speaking voice. Yamato, that is what you seek, and that is why I waited your path.
You will fumble in your oppression of my quest. Though I encourage, for an opportunity to battle a being of such grand illusions as you is a sweet fortune.
How can there be such a difference between us?
You surrendered your humanity. It's that simple.
But you are not human, so why am I inferior?
You assume humans are weak. Oh yeah, their bodies lack the physical ability of a demon, but humans possess something that demons don't.
And starts taking notes.
What is it that demons lack? Please, for the sake of my research, please tell me!
And then Dante aims at his clipboard.
No. Oh, no.
If you're gonna continue your research in the next world, do your homework first. And the rest is silence.
And that was just like a paraphrasing of the whole speech between Agnes and Dante.
Quite nice.
I think we did good. An hour and 53 minutes. Plus, I want to go ahead and eat my food, and then later on, maybe around 2:30, we'll continue with more of the first Berserker. But I think that was a pretty good session for voices. Not too long, but short enough for everyone to get the voices that they wanted to hear. And like I do with a lot of my streams, I'll cut that portion out where it's just quiet so we can just get back to the voices. The way they drew out almost every other word during that interaction was so hilarious. It was! It was! Is sanity the price to pay for power? It was a good scene. It was a good scene. But I think this will be a good place to stop. Yeah, I think this will be a good place to stop. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another session of Voices. As I made voices for all of you, did some of your requests as well. I have to say that I really do enjoy doing these voiceover streams, creating brand new voices. I will be creating more, because there's a lot of characters from DC, a lot of characters from different video games I haven't done. I want to do a whole bunch more voices. So I'm looking forward to our next session for voices. Thank you for tuning in, and I just remembered, oh wait, my pitch is fine. My pitch is fine, I don't need to worry about it. It should still be normal, I think. Hold on. Let me keep it to the one that's clean. Let me make
sure my voice is fine. You can master Agnes very soon. You have it down. Well, thank you. Is my voice on
clear? It is not on clear. It was not on clean. It was not on clean. I had to change it. Okay, there we go. There it is. Okay, my voice is normal now. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all... firstly, thank you for all the support you guys have shown towards this channel for all the things that I do. From streams like this, to gaming streams, to reactions, and everything else I do on the channel. Thank you for all the continued support. Thank you to all moderators. Thank you to all members. It still shocks me that I have members. But thank you to all members, and even thank you to you, random person that may have seen this video and decided to check in on it. Thank you for stopping by. All I can say to the rest of you is... hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. And because I know you're coming back anyway. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples.